This just unfolded, Sandra, calmed in handcuffs outside their Beverly Hills home. I would say that it was less than 10 minutes ago. In any case, a lot of people are saying that the officers searched Diddy's house to find any evidence that might connect him to the numerous accusations that he is currently dealing with. We will always support law enforcement in its efforts to prosecute those who break the law, and hopefully this is the start of a process that will hold Mr. Combs accountable for his depraved behavior. In a statement, Douglas Whiter, the attorney for Cassie Ventura and Jane Doe, who had both previously sued Diddy, said that 5 people had accused Combs of slander and similar charges in November 2023, the singer Cassie Genuine Nam. The rapper settled the case a day after Cassandra Ventura filed an explosive federal lawsuit against her former partner Sean Diddy, alleging that he had been physically intimate with her throughout their relationship. The complaint claimed that Combs AB had done everything from beating Ventura and forcing her to have intimate relationships with other men to assaying her at her home. Since then, 3 more women and 1 man have sued Combs, accusing him of a wide range of abusive behaviors, actions such as stalking, harassment, and non-consensual physical contact. The music magnate has refuted every accusation, saying that his opponents are trying to destroy his legacy and kill his character. Cassie claimed she had experienced abuse, assault, and stalking regularly. Ventura filed a lawsuit under the Adult Survivors Act of New York, which allowed victims to pursue legal action against their accused abusers and institutions for a single year, even after the statute of limitations had expired. The statute of limitations expired in November. In the lawsuit, she claims that she met Combs in 2005 when she was 19 and he was 37. She claims that Combs controlled almost every aspect of her life, including her career and access to her medical records. She also claims that Combs was physically abusing her multiple times a year and frequently provided her with large amounts of drugs. The complaint further alleges that Combs made Ventura participate in encounters with male employees in several cities, during which she claims he observed and videotaped her. The singer claims she refrained from reporting the incident to the police out of fear that doing so would only provide Mr. Combs with yet another pretext to harm her. She further claimed that in 2018, after a dinner, Combs pushed his way into her apartment and attempted to touch her, despite her repeated refusals and attempts to push him away. Ventura claims that she permanently left the relationship after that and cited numerous witnesses who saw the assault occur in her lawsuit. One of them is her friend Tiffany Red, a singer-songwriter. Red claimed in an open letter to Combs that night at Ventura's 29th birthday party that he and his security team had forced her to leave because he wanted her to have relationships with other men. Red wrote in a statement to the New York Times that Ventura had revealed to her at the time that Combs was physically abusive. I feel compelled to show up for Cassie and myself and confirm that everything she described in her complaint about what happened that night is consistent with what I experienced, Red wrote. Combs denied the allegations and that the lawsuit was riddled with baseless and outrageous lies aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. Ventura and Combs settled the lawsuit one day after it was filed. The specifics are still confidential. Braffman stated that the agreement is not an admission of guilt and that he has chosen to settle the dispute peacefully under conditions that allow him some degree of control. Ventura released a statement saying, "We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best love." She also thanked her supporters and attorneys for their persistent support. After the settlement, 4 additional people have come forward with claims against Diddy. Liza Gardner filed a lawsuit on November 23, just before the Adult Survivors Act expired. She claims that in 1990 or 1991, she and a friend went to an MCA Records event where they met singer-songwriter Aaron Hall. Later, they went back to Hall's apartment for an after-party, where Gardner claims she was offered more drinks and coerced into having an intimate relationship with Combs. She also claims that Combs wrote a note to her friend. The lawsuit claims that Gardner was left shocked and traumatized by the encounter, and that as she was getting dressed, Hall allegedly barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced her to have a sexual relationship with him. According to the lawsuit in another complaint filed the same day Joey Dickerson was, Gardner alleges that Combs returned to the house she shared with her friend a few days later and attacked her once more. He allegedly came looking for the friend because he was afraid she would tell the girl he was seeing at the time. Neal claims that in 1991, she reluctantly went on a date with Combs, who purposefully drugged and passed her after their dinner. She also claims that the assault was captured on camera and that others saw the tape. Dickerson Neal did not report the incident to the police right away, but she did eventually file a police report with unidentified agencies in New York and New Jersey. Prosecutors allegedly told her in the lawsuit that they would have to verify her claims, but she thinks it's possible. Witnesses feared that Combs would retaliate against them and that they would lose opportunities for future business and music if they made a statement supporting her account. A representative for Diddy claimed that the two women's claims were made up and accused them of taking advantage of the Adult Survivors Act. Another woman, identified in the complaint as Jane Doe, filed a fourth lawsuit on December 6, claiming that Combs, its longtime lieutenant Harve Pierre, and a third person who was unseen as Salient joined forces against her at Combs' Manhattan recording studio in 2003 when she was 17. Additionally, Pierre, the former president of Combs Bad Boy Entertainment, is facing an SU lawsuit from a former assistant who claims he exploited and embezzled her multiple times between 2016 and 2017. According to the lawsuit, the men forced the young woman to give them drugs and alcohol on a private plane traveling from Detroit to New York City until she was unable to give permission, at which point they physically assaulted her when she ordered them to stop. The complaint further contains multiple images that the plaintiff claims were shot at the studio that evening, one of which shows her sitting on Combs' lap. In February, Combs' former producer and videographer filed a federal lawsuit against Mogul, claiming Combs drugged, harassed, and threatened him. Rodney Lil Jones, who worked on Combs' most recent album Love, lived with the Mogul from September 2022 to November 2023. Jones claims he was the victim of Mr. Combs' repeated, unwelcome advances and touching of his behind on one occasion, according to the lawsuit. The complaint also claims that Jones, in his capacity as Combs' videographer, obtained hundreds of hours of video and audio recordings of Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. The illegal activity, according to the suit, includes obtaining substances, soliciting Combs' employees, giving laced drinks to young people, and staying. Jones claims he woke up naked and disoriented in bed with Combs and two Combs employees. Jones's lawsuit names several additional defendants, such as Combs' son Justin, Combs' chief of staff Christina Coram, Sir Lewin Grange, CEO of Universal Music Group and Ethiopia, the former CEO of Motown Records. Shan Hawley, Hab to Miriam Combs' attorney, refuted Jones's claims. We have abundant, unquestionable evidence that his assertions are wholly untrue, even though Diddy has refuted all of the accusations made against him. Enough is enough. In a statement, Diddy stated, "I have sat silently for the last couple of weeks, while people have tried to destroy my reputation, my legacy, and my character." In late November, Diddy temporarily stepped down as chairman of Revolt, the media company he founded in 2013. While Ms. Combs has never had an operational or day-to-day role in the business, the company said in a statement that this decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on our mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify the voices of all Black people throughout this country and the African diaspora. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday, the company said in a statement. In addition, Variety reported that a new reality show featuring Combs, which was in the early stages of development at Hulu, has also been canceled following the allegations. The show, tentatively titled Diddy Plus 7, would have followed Combs and his family. Fans are happy that law enforcement is finally bringing Combs to justice. Capital Prep Harlem, a charter school he opened in 2016, also announced it would end its partnership with the music mogul. That's all for this video, people. Goodbye, shorts. Karma never misses. It may have taken over 30 years, but the chickens have finally gone home to roost, as one fan said. Thanks for watching. Kindly like and subscribe for more videos. In the comments section of the post, please tell me how many you discovered.